what I've been doing on my blog is going through the various boxes. I've done 4 of them. By the time this video will be live on my blog at least, where I've scanned all of the inserts and hits and parallels and variations and box toppers and everything else that you can kind of call different, if you will, in a box of Heritage. So what I thought I would do, though, because there's only so many ways that I can think of to write, here are the 8 short prints, here are the 2 then and now cards, etc., etc., is to try a video post just to mix things up a little bit. And what I thought I would do is just kind of show you what to expect from a box. This is probably one of the better boxes that we had in the first half. As of the time I'm recording this video, I still haven't opened any of the other 6 boxes in the case. But basically what you can expect to get is a big stack of base cards. Turn this light here, if that helps or not. And these are just all regular base cards, so a fairly healthy stack. And when you go through these, if you look at the bottom of the base card, you will see down here a code. And basically, if the code ends in 253, you are holding a standard base card in your hand. That is true, except for one case, and that is if you're holding a card with the standard code of 253, but it smells like bubblegum. Then you're holding one of those gum parallels. Those variations or parallels, I guess, whatever you want to call them, are seated not quite 1 per hobby box, and they are not marked in any other way. They have the same code, so you actually have to go through every single base card in a box in order to pick that out. And of course, not every box has one. So in some cases, you go through all of these and there aren't any gum cards. So that's how to find a gum card. Now, each box comes with a box topper. So what I'm going to do is show off what the box topper in this particular box looks like. It is a 3-panel card. There are no perforations or anything like that. It's just basically a piece of cardboard with the card fronts of 3 players printed on it. In our case, we have Will Myers for the Rays, Fernando Rodney for the Mariners, and Josh Reddick for the Athletics. As far as I can tell, there is no rhyme or reason as to why these 3 players are paired together. And for the purposes of the group break, what I will do is essentially roll probably a 6-sided die in this case, where 1 and 2, it'll go to the Rays. If I roll a 3 or 4, it'll go to the Mariners. If I roll a 5 or 6, it'll go to the Athletics, or something similar to that. So this will be random off at the end. I am not counting. On the backside, you'll see there's an ad that shows Sandy Koufax, but I do not count this as a Dodger roll as well. I think, being objective about it, this is not what the point of the card is. The point of the teams would be the 3 on the front. So this was our box topper in this. Of course, the other type of box topper that we found, at least so far, is the buyback cards, which I happen to prefer to these, but still cool, and someone will end up with that. All right. Now, going through some of the other cards that you get. As I said, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 short prints, and I'll show each of these individually, but just so you know how to find them. A short print, the code on the back will end in 2, 5, 8, and that's probably impossible to read from my camera, but it is indeed 2, 5, 8. And so our short prints in this box, we start off with Troy Tulowitzki for the Rockies. Next up for the Mariners, Nelson Cruz. The Cubs get in on the action, Starlin Castro. Gregory Polanco for the Pirates. The White Sox land a couple short prints in this box. First up, Jeff Samardzija, and secondly, Chris Sale. We have a short print for the Red Sox, David Ortiz. And the 8th and final short print is a very bald Albert Pujols for the Angels. So those are 8 short prints out of this box. Now, each box also contains 2 news flashbacks and 2 baseball flashbacks. These are the cards that are an insert set, basically celebrating 1966, essentially. So our 2 news flashbacks, we have the Opera House opening in New York City. I'm going to get that so you can see it. And we had Marvin Miller elected as the players' rep in Major League Baseball. Interesting that they count this as a news card flashback rather than a baseball flashback, but that's okay. The baseball flashbacks are actually players, and for this particular box, both are Giants. We have Juan Marichal for the Giants and Willie Mays for the Giants. So those were our 2 flashbacks out of this box. So both of those will be going to Adam. The news flashbacks will be random off at the end between all teams. Then each box has some then and nows. These are seeded 1 in 10 packs. I think I've read this enough or written this enough times. I should know these by heart by now. Where are we looking here? Then yes, 1 in 10 packs. So 24 packs in the box. You'd expect 2 for sure. Some boxes will have 3. Our box happened to have 3. We start off with Sandy Koufax for the Dodgers and David Price for the Rays/Tigers. He's actually listed as both a Ray and a Tiger on the card. I might not be able to see that down there, but it is, and same thing on the back. So this card actually, there will be a 1 in 3 shot that it will go to the Tigers, a 1 in 3 shot for the Rays, and a 1 in 3 shot for the Dodgers, because I don't know any fairer way to do that. So that's what to expect with that one. Our next one, another then and now. This is Harmon Killebrew and Carlos Santana, Twins and Indians respectively. And the final one is Koufax and David Price again. And I didn't actually even pay attention to this, but they are different cards. So you can see they use different images, which is nice. This one's number 7, and this one is number 9. This one celebrates strikeouts. This one celebrates innings pitched. So our 3 then and nows are all right there. Next, we have the New Age Performers. These are 1 in 8 packs this year, which means you get exactly 3. We ended up with a red from myself, Aroldis Chapman. We have Jacob deGrom for the Mets. And we have Jose Abreu for the White Sox. The White Sox have done pretty well in this box so far. We also have a Chrome card in every box. At least one. You have an outside shot at a second one. Our 1 Chrome card is David Price, but this time he's clearly labeled as only a Tiger. So on the back, this is numbered 317 out of 999. You may or may not be able to make that out there at the top. But this will go in the Tigers pile. We also lucked out and pulled a Chrome Refractor in this box. And this is, of course, Troy Tulowitzki showing up again, this time as a Chrome Refractor, and this is number 475 out of 566. Again, up there. All right. And our final 3 cards, we have an action variation. These are box hits. They're 1 per box, in other words. You can find them, well, they obviously have an action shot, but to be able to know for sure, the code ends in 262 for these, 262. So this is Andrew McCutchen for the Pirates. And there's the back of that. Same backs as the regular cards, just a different image on the front. We also had a bubblegum card in this case, in this box. This was Alex Rios for the Rangers. And on the back, might be hard to make out. Maybe you can see there a little bit of off color. There's actually a line down here as well where they did the bubble gum printing. You can kind of see it if I hold that just right. Definitely smells like bubble gum, and this will go for the Rangers. I'm going to have all the cards in penny sleeves, and what I've actually taken to doing is writing on the penny sleeve, not on the card. So that people know, or so that those that have the group break, and I actually write across this like gum variation or whatever it is, so that you don't have to go through the whole mess that I went through. Since I already figured it out, I figured I'd save you a little bit of time. And then our big hit is probably the best hit that we've found so far. Again, I haven't opened any of the 6 as of the time I'm recording this video. And this was the red ink autograph of Ron Nischwitz of the Tigers. And the Tigers were claimed by Julie, and we had a little bit of a chat during the live video opening where I did this, because I did the live video for the first 6 boxes. So I know she already knows about this card, but this was a very cool card. I think it's I want to say this is my first red ink auto that I've pulled from Heritage, just period. I don't recall pulling. I've opened a ton of Heritage, so I probably have, but certainly not lately. So a very cool card, numbered RN on the back, because Topps refuses to use numbers for their autographs and relics, which is really annoying, but it is what it is. And at the top there, you can see it's hand numbered 22 out of 66. So that's pretty cool. And that completes box number 5. So I hope that everyone is enjoying the break. I won't do video recaps rather, for every box, but I know some people would rather watch a video than read about it. And for my own sanity, I guess, it's a heck of a lot easier to just talk about the cards than just come up with another even borderline creative way to say, here are the short prints, here are the then and nows, here are the blah blah blah, since every box has basically the same setup in terms of what you can expect. You're going to get 2 baseball flashbacks, you're going to get 2 news flashbacks, you're going to get 3 newish reformers, you're going to get either 2 or 3 depending. Then and now you're going to get 1 chrome for sure. You might get a second one, you might get a chrome refractor, etc., etc. So it's kind of nice to be able to mix it up, and that's what I decided to do with this box. I don't know what I'll do with box number 6, and once I do figure that out, then it'll be time to open the next 6. But I've forced myself to get all the write-ups / this video done before I go into the other 6. And then I also have the still unopened Topps Clubhouse collection. This was the one that has let's see, 10 packs, 2 cards per pack, so you get 20 hits on here. And I said this in the other video, but it amuses me, so I'm going to repeat it. This box was originally $295. If you can see that, make that out there. So we have that to open yet, and we still have box number 7 unopened. We have box number 8 unopened. We have box number 9 unopened. We have box number 10 unopened. We have box number 11 unopened. And last, but hopefully not least, it's always fun when there's something exciting in the last box, we have box number 12. So a lot to still do in the break, but we're making good progress. I hope by the time you actually see this video posted to my blog that I will have at least some of these other boxes opened. That is certainly my goal. I'm going to post this video. Let's see, it's technically Monday morning. It's 12:06 a.m. my time. So I will probably try to post this the video that you're seeing now on my YouTube channel sometime on Monday. Post it to my blog. It'll go live on. I keep a schedule of these things so I can keep track. But no. Oh, there it is. It will go live on Wednesday. So if you're watching this from the blog, it should be Wednesday. And hopefully by Wednesday I'll have a big chunk of the rest of these opened, because my goal is to get these out, at least try to get them out by the end of the week. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for participating, and stay tuned for more.